for some of these trilogies, but for the rest, it's just the beginning. Also, there are a few standalones for your pleasure. Standalone being A Midsummer Night's Scream by R.L. Stine, and this is a R.L. Stine twist on William Shakespeare's A Midsummer Night's Dream, and so creepy. It's gonna be that. Vortex by S.J. Kincaid, and this is like sci-fi adventure, and this is the second book in the series. There was the first book, which was Insignia, second book, which was 1.5, which was Allies, I believe, and this one's Vortex, and continuation of everything. Basically, superhuman government weapons and training program craziness. It sounds totally awesome and intriguing and fast-paced, and I want to read it. This Strange and Familiar Place by Rachel Carter, and this one is the second book in the So Close to You series, and it stars Lydia, who she has found out the Montauk program, which is, testing with time travel. They've been recruiting some of her friends, and so thinking that this is going to be kind of along the lines of Hourglass by Mira McIntyre. Awakened by Meg Cabot, and this is the third book in the Abandoned trilogy, and in this one Pierce has decided that I guess in return for her falling in love with John, she is going to spend the rest of her life forever in the underworld, which is a place that she never wants to go to, and of course John is in trouble. He has revived a human soul, and so the Furies are after him. So all in all, her life is sunshine and rainbows. Shut Down by Heather Anatazu, and this is the third and final book in this trilogy, and basically it's love in the time of dystopia kind of thing. A little bit of sci-fi in there with the computer chip being planted into people and basically controlling their emotions and whatnot. Truly Madly Deadly by Hannah Jane, and this is about a girl who has the perfect life. She's a perfect student, perfect athlete, has a perfect boyfriend, but behind the scenes he's really awful to her. And one fateful day, he dies at the hands of a drunk driver driving on the roads, and as you would assume. But anyways, and this seems to be kind of a relief to her, not like that she had killed him or anything, but just a relief that is gone out of her life. And when she goes back to school after recovering from everything, she has a note from an admirer, which only says, "You're welcome." So a little bit Pretty Little Liars A kind of thing, but this is Goodreads made it seem like a standalone, so it seems like an interesting mystery thriller. This is WAR by Lisa and Laura Roker, and basically it's about this girl who she has been killed. She doesn't have a voice for herself to speak out and whatnot because she is dead. But there are 4 girls who are willing to avenge her death and make sure that the guy who killed her pays for it. Some Quiet Place by Kelsey Sutton, and this is about a girl who is void of all emotion except for fear. That's all for this week's New Release Tuesday. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that you check out some of these books. Let me know below if you are checking any of these out, picking them up this week. What are you reading? What are you reading right now? Let's see, you got a good book over there. How's it going?